make it plain, so that he that readeth will run. Now, who is the person reading? You. Who is making it plain? You. So when you have, sometimes most of us missed it because the visions were not written down, they were not plain enough, they were not being read often. But if you can heed to this advice, write the vision, make it plain, so that when you read, you can run. It is possible to achieve anything as far as there is still life. In my language, in my dialect, we have a name called life is the greatest gift. And when there is life, there is hope. It does not matter your age, it does not matter what you're doing now, it does not matter where you are now. What matters is that you have life and you still have hope. And if you have life, you don't have hope, now have hope today. Alright? Develop it today. So write childhood experience. For those feeling out of place, feeling like they left some part of them somewhere and now they are just living in shadows. It's not them, but they are living. Do what I asked you to do. Go back. It doesn't matter your age. You might have kids. Go back and write those childhood dreams. Now, write down every ideas, every thought that jumps on you. I was telling someone today, I said, I can sit down, give me some hours, I can write out my content for a year. Now why? Because it's something I've been doing. When something jumps on me, I write. When a thought flashes, I write. When I think of something and it's like, wow, I write. So develop that attitude. Write down everything. Thought, good ideas. You might not know it came to you before. And one day you pick up those things and flip through the book pages, you'll be amazed. Alright, we said explore all your passions, explore your interests, explore and deal with procrastination. Deal with it. It's the thief of destiny. Procrastination is the thief of destiny. It's the destroyer of destiny. It is that thing, that one thing that will destroy you, steal away every deposit in you. So know about it, deal with it. Be deliberate about dealing with procrastination. Deal with it deliberately. Be conscious of it. That whenever you wake up and you want to say, oh, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow, you just tell yourself, no, it has to be today. And when you begin to deal with it like that, you discover that you begin to see that you are rising, you are achieving more. You will see the improvement in everything you do. Okay? So whatever you need to do it now. So we talked about understanding your strengths and weaknesses. You know, a lot of us don't believe we just deal with the strength and we leave the weaknesses. Do with the weaknesses. Write down your strengths, write down your weaknesses. And when you write them down and know them, you can begin to deal with them deliberately. Yes, you might be the type that I have some funny kids like that, wonderful children. One of my child knows how to start up something. Oh, let's go, let's do it now. We're doing it. She will do it. Then if she does not find that same motivation going, she just like, I'm tired. Then I have one other child that's very interesting. Do it, no, tomorrow. Do it, no, tomorrow. Do it, no, tomorrow. You can do tomorrow till 1 year, 2 years, it does not matter, but you know. But if she starts, she will want to sustain it. Now, when you know my weakness is that I don't sustain, then you begin to deal with it deliberately. You get an accountability partner. No matter what you do, get an accountability partner. And this accountability partner is not someone you could just talk to anyhow. It's someone you reverence, someone you honor, that can say, sit, you sit, stand, you stand. That is when you are ready to run. That's what we mean by, you can equally call it a mentor. A mentor, yes, we can have mentors that are far, that are from afar. You can read a book and make that person your mentor. You can have mentors from afar, like I said, but you need mentors that is around, that you can talk with, you can listen to, you can seek counsel from. All right. So talk about set a goal and a well-defined goal. Set a goal and make sure your goals are well-defined. And that's why we said, write the vision, make it plain, so you can run. When you hear so that he that readeth will run, he's not talking about someone else, talking about you. All right. So today I want to talk about fear. Fear. What is that thing you're scared of? A lot of us are where we are today because we are scared. We are afraid of something. A lot of us did not start something today because we are afraid of failure. So what is fear? We're just laying the foundation. Fear is an emotional response to something perceived as dangerous or threatening, causing feelings of worry or anxiety. A lot of us want to start something. I gave instance of my two kids now. Now, the other one that doesn't want to start, or is, it looks like she's dragging feet, is afraid. Afraid of, what if it doesn't work? Afraid of, what will people say? Afraid of, what if I make mistake? I like what I'm saying. What if I make mistake? What will people say? What if it does not work? All right? They're going to laugh at me. I don't have what it takes. So you see yourself blaming yourself, being scared, and you know what? You are scared counting 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, 6. One day you wake up, you're still scared. 10 years are gone. And sometimes you now begin to look back. If I had known. If I had known. Okay, so we have types of fear. I'm not going to go into all the fears today. I'm going to deal with just two. Fear of failure. I think I've talked about it. What if it does not work? What will people say? What if I don't do it well? So the what if, what if, what if, what if, what if. Now you give it so much attention that you look at yourself and believe that you already failed. And I told us something. I said, delete the word failure in your dictionary. Because if you did not fail in quotes, you will not pass. Now, failure is one way to discover how it does not work. So you will never take that route again. So failure is part of success. Without failure, there can't be success. Wow. If you don't fail, you will never succeed. And that is where experiences come. That is where someone can say, I am experienced in this field, in that field, because the person had failed and had failed and had failed and had failed and then had passed. So if you refuse to start, to fail and pass, then there's no hope. So failure is part of success. So when you fail, you don't need to whip yourself. You don't need to. So you went to make a speech, and then you missed some words, and then people laughed. Okay, that's number one. Yeah, they laughed, they scorned, they were hiding their face. One day, my second girl was called to preach some days ago to talk to fellow teenagers, And then I didn't know what happened. She got in there, and then she just blah 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 blah, and then missed a lot of points. She took time to write what she wanted to say, and she took days, like days, to write, to rehearse, to come to me, to she disturbed everybody, And the D-Day, she went off points, and she blah blah blah. She was talking rubbish. And then my last son said, I was so ashamed of you. He said I had to bend my face so that nobody will know that I know you. I was so ashamed of you. Now, as that happened to you, when those days when we're growing up, you sing and then you miss a line. If you've ever sung before, you know what I'm saying. You are facing multitude of people, then you are forming the great singer, and you're being hailed, and then they just give you a microphone, and then you miss a line. If you are not sure of yourself, or if you don't know how to handle yourself, you miss the second line. And if you are not sure and don't know how to overcome this madness, the whole choir will miss it, and the whole thing will be a mess. If it has happened to you, that does not mean you're not going to sing again. You will sing, you make mistake. This my daughter, recently, she now said she was going to be teaching about acting, and she was going to be talking online for a lot of people connecting all over the world. Now, that was the same girl that was talking to a few people and started stammering because she missed just one line in her notes. She stammered and talked rubbish and was ashamed. In fact, she refused to go to the teenage church again. Just for that one mistake. But, if we didn't work on it, that would be the last time she will ever speak in the public. Now, a lot of us are there. We are in that place where one mistake has given birth to who we are not. And then in our inside, we are burning. We are burning. We want to be that person that we are seeing in the inside, but yet in the physical, we cannot act it out because we made one mistake. Mistake are part of success. If there are no mistakes, so you can adjust and grow in it, there will never be success. All right? So very, very important. So for some of us that are already beating ourselves, yes, you did a business and the business failed. That does not mean you should not do another business. Is that okay? Yes. Yes, you were laughed at. You were scorned. You lost friends. But that does not mean that you should not do it again. When you now refuse to do it again, that is when you are actually now a failure. But if you did not give up, you have learned one way not to do it, and you dust yourself and continue to push, then you are a hero. You are a hero and need to be celebrated. All right? So fear of the unknown. A lot of us say, I don't know if you cannot know. Let me tell you, for every wealthy person took a risk. Every wealthy person you see today, they took a risk. The one that refused to take risk will not be wealthy, it's probably by chance, by mistake. Every deliberate wealthy person took a risk. Fear of the unknown has kept some of us poor. Fear of the unknown has made a lot of people not to find what to eat. They can't take 3 square meals, and yet they will never learn. That you did a business yesterday and it did not work today, does it not mean that we should not do business? Do you know that anything can happen to anybody? Do you know that going to bed is a risk? Are you aware? Because a lot of people went to sleep and did not wake up. But every day, man go back and say, I want to rest. Believing that the next day, you are going to wake up. Hello? Do you know that eating food and eating fish, meat, it can be risky? know someone that died of fish bone, and she's a medical doctor. Fish bone. She was eating, and fish. How many of us have eaten fish? Fear of the unknown. She ate and was operated on. After the operation, she passed. I know someone that died abroad. He was taking meat and a drink, and then he choked. That was it. So are we not going to say because fish bone entered yesterday? How many times have fish bone or meat bone entered your throat and you were able to survive it? It happened to me recently. I didn't even want to talk. I just did. Just try to bring it out. So we still continue to move. We still continue to explore. We still continue to try things. We still continue to try what is in our hearts, to just bring out that thing that is within us. It's not too late. All right, you're going to call me right now, 07072426258. You want to ask a question, you want to contribute, feel very